Look at a map of Africa. Now trace your finger along the western edge, where the continent dips down towards the Atlantic Ocean. Right there, nestled amongst its neighbors, you'll find Liberia, a small country with a big history. Liberia is a land of lush rainforests, sparkling beaches, and a unique cultural tapestry woven from its extraordinary past. It's a country often overlooked, but one that holds a special place in the story of Africa and the African diaspora. To understand Liberia, we need to go back in time, way back to a period when the transatlantic slave trade cast a dark shadow over the world. Liberia's story is deeply intertwined with this painful chapter of human history. Imagine being taken from your home, shipped across an ocean in chains, and forced to work on someone else's land. That was the reality for millions of Africans during the slave trade. But in the midst of this darkness, a glimmer of hope emerged. In the early 1800s, a group of freed American and Caribbean slaves decided to return to Africa. They yearned for a place where they could be truly free, where they could govern themselves and build a new life. And so, Liberia was born. The name itself comes from the Latin word liber, meaning free. These settlers, known as Americo-Liberians, landed on the coast of West Africa and established the nation of Liberia in 1847. Imagine a place where you can hear English spoken with a West African lilt, where the food is a fusion of African flavors and Southern comfort, and where traditional dances are infused with the rhythms of the American South. That's Liberia, a country where cultures collide and blend in fascinating ways. The arrival of the Americo-Liberians created a unique cultural fusion. They brought with them their language, their customs, and their own experiences of resilience and determination. This blended with the existing traditions of the indigenous tribes, creating a rich and diverse cultural landscape. From the bustling markets of Monrovia, the capital city, to the rural villages nestled in the rainforest, you'll find traces of this unique cultural blend. It's reflected in the music, the food, the clothing, and the everyday interactions of the Liberian people. The story of Liberia, however, is not without its share of pain. Decades after its founding, political instability and conflict erupted, culminating in a series of devastating civil wars. These conflicts left deep scars on the nation and its people. From 1989 to 2003, Liberia was ravaged by civil wars fueled by ethnic tensions, political rivalries, and economic disparities. These conflicts displaced millions of people, claimed the lives of countless others, and shattered the country's infrastructure. The images of child soldiers, widespread violence, and humanitarian crises became synonymous with Liberia for a time. But even in the darkest of times, the resilience of the human spirit shone through. Section 5. Nature's Bounty, From Beaches to Rainforests. Imagine stepping out of your hut in the morning, the air thick with the smell of damp earth and the sound of exotic birdsong. You're surrounded by a lush rainforest, teeming with life, a world away from the concrete jungles of city life. Liberia is a nature lover's paradise. Its coastline stretches for over 350 miles, boasting pristine beaches perfect for surfing, sunbathing, or simply losing yourself in the rhythm of the waves. But the country's natural beauty doesn't stop at the coast. Venture inland, and you'll find yourself in the heart of the Upper Guinean rainforest, one of the world's most biodiverse ecosystems. Section 6. A tapestry of traditions, food, dance, and festivals. Imagine the tantalizing aroma of spicy stews, the rhythmic beat of drums echoing through the streets, and the vibrant colors of traditional clothing as people gather to celebrate. That's the spirit of Liberia, a country where tradition and community are deeply intertwined. Liberian cuisine is a delightful fusion of African flavors, with rice and cassava being staple foods. You'll find hearty stews made with fish, meat, or vegetables, often seasoned with fiery chilies and aromatic spices. Dance plays a central role in Liberian culture, with traditional dances often performed during festivals and celebrations. These dances are a vibrant expression of Liberian identity, often accompanied by drumming, singing, and elaborate costumes. Section 7. Rising from the ashes, rebuilding a nation. Imagine a country picking up the pieces after years of conflict, rebuilding homes, schools, and hospitals, brick by brick, dream by dream. That's the story of Liberia today, a nation slowly but surely emerging from the shadow of war. In the years since the end of the civil wars, Liberia has made significant strides towards peace and reconciliation. Democratic elections have been held, a Truth and Reconciliation Commission was established, and efforts are underway to rebuild the country's infrastructure. The journey is far from over, but there's a sense of hope and optimism in the air. Liberians, known for their resilience and their strong sense of community, are determined to build a brighter future for themselves and their children. Section 8. Challenges on the Horizon, Poverty and Development. Imagine a young girl walking miles to school each day, her textbooks balanced precariously on her head, her dreams as vast as the sky above. She represents the potential of Liberia, a potential that's often hampered by poverty and lack of opportunity. Despite its progress, Liberia still faces significant challenges. Poverty remains widespread, access to education and healthcare is limited, and corruption continues to plague the country. These challenges are not insurmountable, but they require sustained effort, both from within Liberia and from the international community. Investing in education, healthcare, and economic development is crucial to unlock Liberia's full potential. Section 9. The Spirit of Liberia, Resilience and Hope. Imagine a group of people coming together after a devastating storm, helping each other rebuild their homes, sharing what little food they have, and finding strength in their shared humanity. That's the spirit of Liberia, a spirit of resilience, hope, and unwavering community. Liberia's story is a testament to the indomitable spirit of its people. Despite facing unimaginable hardships, they have emerged from the ashes of conflict with a determination to rebuild their lives and their nation. As Liberia continues its journey of recovery and growth, it serves as a beacon of hope, a reminder that even in the face of adversity, the human spirit can endure, overcome, and inspire.